Hello everyone, this is Mimi Trumpet here, and welcome back to the channel. This is episode 3 of my birthday review series, which I would also like to address something about. There may or may not be a 5th episode of the series, because I have realized I do not have enough time to make that video. So I will see what I can do about that. Also, I will be setting up a premiere for the 4th and possibly final video going on later on today, because I will not be able to make it tomorrow, since my birthday is tomorrow and I have people to meet and places to go. But tomorrow's video should be airing at around, I'd say 4 or 3. But with that out of the way, and all of the things I needed to say is addressed, let us begin the video. This is another series I got in from YouTube. This time it was from watching Jacksepticeye's FNAF 2 series, and it's also how the second game became my favorite game out of pretty much all of them. The mechanics in this game are different from any of the other games. Well, you can pretty much say that from every game, but without any doors or actually any way to protect yourself except for a mask, it's probably by far the hardest one out of all the games, in my opinion, even beating games like FNAF 4, which is deemed one of the hardest ones. You're forced to juggle around the animatronics and different functions, like Foxy in the hallway where you have to flash him in the marionette's box. And also, in later nights, you have to be faster with the mask, so that can also lead to many deaths. But again, even through all of those hardships, this is still my favorite game, like, by far, as I said before. Also, from another mechanic standpoint, I'd have to say this game is more visual. Like, for the Puppets box and Foxy, you have to know they're there. And take a game like FNAF 4, for example, where instead of being visual, you have to be more audible. Same can be said for FNAF 6, where you have to listen in the vents for them. And another thing that makes this game unique are the mini-games. I know all the other games have mini-games, except for the first game, but this is the first time where we actually get to see more of the lore because of these mini-games. Or rather, the start of the lore. It's the first game where we saw Purple Guy and met major role characters like the Marionette, and also the same game where Golden Freddy became canon, except I actually don't know that. I wouldn't assume that Golden Freddy was canon in the first game, because honestly he's just an Easter egg there, and not an actual animatronic like he is in the Custom Night in the second game. While also on the subject of the gameplay, even this game has its imperfections. Like, especially in the later nights, you have to be really fast with the mask or else you'll die. To a point where you actually need to go into a routine from flipping up the camera, winding the box, putting it back down and quickly flipping on the mask, and then flipping back up the mask if nothing's there, to be able to flash Fox, all within, I'd say, 5 seconds, 5 to 6 seconds. But also a minor complaint with the starting nights, especially night 1. Nothing really goes on in those nights. You're just sitting there waiting for the shift to end. Same can be said for the other games, so that's why I said it's a minor problem. And to move on to the VR game for a moment, FNAF Help Wanted, it's honestly like a lot easier in that game. I managed to beat every mode, including the Withered mode on hard, because it takes away pretty much all of the challenge of needing to constantly look around the place and flip up the camera at the same time, if that makes sense. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is the multitasking is pretty much gone, and you pretty much have the monitor right in front of you, just being able to hold down the puppet box, except for when you have the mask on. Also, you can simultaneously flash Foxy and wind the box, which takes away, again, one of the other challenges of the game, which is again part of the multitasking. But again, same can be said for the other two games. that have the cameras, but FNAF 2 is just the easiest in the VR version, in my opinion. And also to touch on the Ultimate Custom Night versions of the FNAF 2 characters for a moment, honestly, I'd say that they're pretty good, except for Toy Freddy. He can honestly just go jump off a bridge. Also, how he made JJ an actual character in a mainstream FNAF game, other than FNAF World, of course, which also, in my opinion, is a good game. But with all of that being said, I think this is the end of the review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you look forward to what might be the final video of this entire series, which, as I said before, will be uploaded as a preview, because I will not be able to upload the video myself, because, again, I will be away for a little while, not too long. So I guess I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.